Gloria Fukomachi from Staged Revolution is here to give you a workshop on grant writing. Please welcome Gloria!
Hello, hi! Hello, hi, hi. Thank you so much for coming. Hi, thank you, thank you. Hey, thank you, hey. Derek, come on up. Thank you, Derek.
Thank you.
Take a seat, thanks. Hello and welcome everyone. Hello, 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 hi. Thank you so much for coming to Grant Writing 101, a part of Staged Revolution's workshop series. My name is Gloria Fukomachi. I use she, her, they, them pronouns. I'm the artistic director of Staged Revolution. And before we begin, I'd like to acknowledge that we are on the unceded and occupied territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations, colonially known as Vancouver. And on behalf of Staged Revolution, I'd like to extend my gratitude to be working, living, and playing on Turtle Island as a settler born to immigrant parents. I strive each and every day to do right by and give back to my community as a leader and steward on these lands. And I'm so grateful and honored to be your workshop facilitator today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And a huge thank you to our funders. Canada Council for the Arts, BC Arts Council, City of Vancouver, TD Bank, JJ Bean, Moto Car Sharing, Nestor's Market, l0l, Faye and Milton Wong Family Foundation, the Jim Pattison Foundation, Vancouver Heritage Foundation, BC Gaming, West Bank Corp, Concord Pacific, Gold Corp, and of course, What Lab and Vancouver Asian Canadian Theatre for making this possible today. A huge round of applause, everyone. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Derek. Today's workshop is an introductory course that will help you dream, believe, and achieve your next successful grant. I will teach you how to cast a spell upon your jurors and direct them to rank your project above 95% of your competition. But before that, what we'll do is we'll go through an example grant together as a case study. I'll guide us through the example and break down each section so you can see how a jury might analyze it. And the example grant that we'll be using today is being shared with the permission from the artist. Now, I'd like to see a show of hands to see how many people have written grants before. Show of hands, please. 1, 2, 3, a few in the back there as well. Fantastic. Hands down, thank you. Wow, it's so lovely to see so many experts in the room. Thank you. Okay, now a show of hands to see if grant writing is new to you. Please put your hand up. Yep, all the way up. In the back, thank you. Is that a hand up? Is that a hand up? Oh, no, hand up here. Oh, all the way up, please, thank you. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. Nothing to be ashamed of. Thank you. You can put your hands all the way down. Thank you. It's so lovely to see so many fresh, new faces in the art scene. And again, nothing to be ashamed of. We all had to start somewhere. I mean, I was like you once. And look where I am now. Okay, first question. Why do we write grants? Not that kind of workshop. Thank you. We write grants because we're professional artists. And what makes you a professional artist? You turn your vocation into your career. You chose this path, and this path chose you because of your passion, your devotion, your artistic intuition. We are anchored here, caught between white, foaming shores. This is our nature, a Zen koan told to me once by my Buddhist philosopher. But first and foremost, we are artists because we love. We do it for love. And we're all here because we want to make the world a better place. That's why my theater company, Staged Revolution, is 100% committed to decolonizing theater from its Eurocentric roots. Hence our motto, pro bono publico. That's Latin, meaning for the public good, which is at the heart of all of the work that we do. And we do anything for art. Anything. Can I get you a beverage? You look a little thirsty. I'm gonna get you a beverage. We actually have some light refreshments and snacks, courtesy of Nestor's Market and SFU's Sustainability and Development Food Co-op. Please enjoy during our workshop. And we also have pens and papers coming around for those of you who'd like to take notes, especially those of you who are new to grant writing. Derek Chan, everyone. Thank you, Derek. Artistic Director of Vancouver Asian Canadian Theatre. Thank you. Oh, Carolyn, we have someone up here, please. Yep, a couple up here. And we have one more just on the side. Thank you. Thank you so much. Now, let's get to the nuts and bolts. What is a grant and why do you write it? A grant is your tax dollars coming back to you with intention, returning to you to launch the careers of artists who show the greatest potential in creating social change through artistic excellence. Receiving a grant means that the public looks to you to further social progress, to offer hope and joy, to restore faith in humanity, to energize a new generation of community activists, which could lead to more affordable housing, gender-affirming care, universal basic income, inspiring ordinary people to pick up microplastics from the ocean one particle at a time using tiny, upcycled tweezers, ensuring the future of humanity. All by watching plays together. And in order to do that, you first need to have an idea. And not just any idea. An idea worth paying attention to. In a slush pile of 100 grants, what makes your project stand out? Why you or you or you. Think about it. All right, now before we read the example grant, I'm going to show you the archival footage of the artist whose grant we'll be discussing today. Take a look. Okay, so now that we have a little context for the artists who we'll be discussing today, let's move on to the juicy giblets. Starting with the detailed project description. In this first section, you'll need to articulate the who, what, when, and where this project is taking place. Now, the most important aspect of this project description is the why, your raison d'être, your modus operandi, your ikigai. A really important side note here. An essential trick to grant writing is to avoid convoluted, redundant, and superfluous adjectives and descriptors. You want to keep your language simple, plain, and accessible because juries are often made up of multidisciplinary artists who may not be familiar with discipline-specific terminology. I mean, look around you. That person sitting next to you could be the juror who casts the deciding vote on whether or not you get your next grant. Do you think they're going to understand your ikigai? Okay, now let's read through this example and break it down. In this first section, you'll answer. Describe the proposed project and its context. What is the creative vision? What is the inspiration for this project? Why is this project important at this moment in time? And here's the answer that the artist wrote. Sumiko in Nature is a new one-woman solo clown performance created by lead artist Jun Fukumura. This grant will enable research and development workshops from February to September 2024 in Vancouver. I have been cultivating a clown practice since 2013. In 2016, I started performing Sumiko, my raunchy, brash, and super cute Japanese clown character that I use to parody and subvert cultural stereotypes of my Nikkei Nisei identity. In 2019, my solo show, My Name is Sumiko, earned the Pick of the Fringe Award at the Vancouver Fringe Festival. Inspired by the success of my first project, I am now ready to create a new, more ambitious work. One thing you'll notice is that the artist uses first-person present tense to make the grant more active. This is an effective way to bring your words alive. Let's read the next paragraph. In Sumiko in Nature, Sumiko is trying to make it big in showbiz, but after 3 grueling internships, failed restaurant jobs, and a deadbeat dog walking service, she decides to try her luck in Hollywood. There, Sumiko is cast in a survival reality TV show where she is left on a remote tropical island with nothing but her imagination, creativity, and ambition. To win the cash prize, she must withstand the harsh climate and outlast her competitors. This one-woman solo clown performance starts out in a dreamy oasis and disintegrates into a horror house of mirrors. In this paragraph, you'll notice how visual the writing is. You can almost feel the words jumping off the page. All right, let's move on. As one of the few female neurodiverse Nisei artists in Vancouver, I feel immense pride and responsibility for my work. My intersectional approach blends North American and Japanese sensibilities, resulting in a uniquely bicultural form of comedy. It is rare to see experimental physical comedy created by Asian women in Vancouver. Undoubtedly, trailblazing through the boys' club of comedy is personally and professionally risk-taking, especially given the rise of Asian hate. Nevertheless, my work proactively dismantles discrimination to strengthen the praxis of cutting-edge feminist Asian comedy. Now, in this paragraph, the artist uses words like only and female and queer, neurodiverse, Nisei, pride, responsibility, intersectional, bicultural, Asian women, trailblazing, risk-taking, Asian hate, proactively dismantles discrimination, strengthen praxis, cutting edge, and Asian. You can see that in just one paragraph, the artist uses the word Asian 3 times to demonstrate the fact that she is, in fact, Asian. And not just any Asian, she's Nikkei Nisei, a second-generation Japanese Canadian. She also uses words like queer, female, women, and feminist to illustrate her politics on gender equity. Further, by using terminology as in praxis, this artist demonstrates her academic literacy. I mean, you can tell she's educated in contemporary performance theory. Strung together, this artist demonstrates the capacity to single-handedly abolish Asian hate with her comedy. A powerfully convincing argument. Now, just a quick side note here. It is not advised that you use equity-seeking identifiers if you do not belong to one of these minority groups, because of course that would be misrepresentation. However, if you do belong to one of these minority groups, then it is highly advised that you really lean into it and fully embrace those identities so the government institutions have a holistic understanding of who you are as a person. Now, of course, this may feel like navel-gazing, but rest assured, this is simply inquiry into your own self-presentation. All right, let's move on to the next section, community engagement and impact. In this next section, you'll answer the following questions. Describe the project's relevance to or intersection with equity-deserving communities. Through this project, what action is the organization taking to support equity, diversity, inclusion, and access? How will the project impact and engage with your identified groups? Does the project engage with and provide sustainable benefits to diverse and/or historically underserved communities and their artistic practices? Will there be opportunities for the audience to engage in activities that are complementary to or further explore the artistic work, i.e. talkbacks, workshops, discussions, exhibitions, etc.? How will you promote the project to the intended audience? How is this outreach and promotion plan relevant to the intended audience? Maximum word count for this section is 250 words, meaning no more than 1,700 characters, including spaces. And because there's a strict limit, it's important not to repeat yourself. For those of you who are writing down notes, I want you to write that down. It's important not to repeat yourself. Looks like that's our time. Thank you so much for coming to the freemium portion of the workshop. For those of you who have paid for the full-length platinum level workshop, we'll see you at the designated time and coordinates encrypted in your signal message. For those of you who would like to continue with the workshop, please scan the QR code to sign up. You can also visit www.stagedrevolution.org for upcoming workshops and events. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Yeah.